Alright, welcome to Animal Crossing, a live adventure. I don't have my camera on, but that's okay. We're going to have lots of fun this evening. We're going to be checking out Koala Crossing. That's right, Condoleezza Island. An island where we have currently 4 koalas living and thriving with their fellow villagers. Well, without further ado, let's get right into it. I am loving this little footage of Melba here. So Cindy has given her a nice little dress by the looks of it. You can see her standing close to our Chinatown sign. All right, anyways, let's do it. So the whole reason I am doing this live stream is because this week I have been flat out. I have recently changed my job and basically just been having a whole bunch of early starts, which has made it a little bit difficult to make some fresh content. However, we will be doing some fun stuff out in the real world. This weekend we'll be working with some of our friends over at Emoji Tea. They basically make the bubble tea. But yeah, as you can see right now, it is quite late in the evening, and we are going to be playing some awesome adventures on Condoleezza Island. So we've received some really good support this week, and I am super happy and very impressed actually. We've been on YouTube for almost 2 years now, but since we started making the Animal Crossing footage, we have noticed that there have been we've actually grown our following quite substantially. So to all of those of you who have recently subscribed, our hats go off to you. Thank you so much. You have been incredibly supporting and supportful of our channel, and we are loving it. Of course, for most of our videos, if you haven't seen already, they do contain a lot of our food adventures. So we are based in the ACT in Australia, so the Capital Territory, the Australian Capital Territory, and we often go around and make videos supporting our local hospitality industries. So we often get asked a lot of questions about that, like, how does it actually work? Just so that you're aware, that it's not actually paid work. For the most part, we do it out of the kindness of our hearts, I guess. And it makes for very interesting content. We essentially provide these services to our local hospitality, our local restaurants and cafes and bars, etc., because we want to see that particular industry thrive within our town. And especially during the whole COVID shutdown period, we have been essentially not inundated, but we've certainly had a large uptake of small businesses reaching out to us and sort of expressing their frustration with the whole COVID-19, social isolation stuff, and having to shut down their businesses. And, some of them have had to pivot significantly to this new sort of world. Oh, Jesus, that went very fast. This new world of not being able to open their doors to customers. So, but yeah, and we too have sort of pivoted ourselves, and we are now obviously making some new and sort of different content. In particular, we've had a lot of fun with Animal Crossing, and I guess, Cindy and I play a lot of games. Oh, here we go, we got this fish. We actually play a lot of games on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, bass. Damn. We haven't finished our, FYI, we haven't finished our whole collection of the museum fish yet, so we're out to catch some of these new June ones, but we're hoping to sort of fill those up. Anyhow, oh, look at this. Wonderful. Let's see what we got. Alright, open up this message. Whatever. Let's click on this. Cherry speakers. Interesting. Cool. Anyways, so yeah, we've been in contact with a lot of these small businesses that have needed help pivoting, and they don't have much of an understanding of how social media works, etc. So it's been really fun working with those guys and getting out there and helping them. Again, a lot of this work that we do, actually, I would say 98% of the work that we do is unpaid. So it's just our way of working with these guys to ensure that they're around to spread the love later on, and be open and be those hubs of culture and within our town. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear how other people, sort of support local businesses as well, and it's been really fun watching them change. But anyways, back to this game. We've been playing for a long time, like I don't know how many hours we've clocked up, probably over 500 hours easily. And we've got this 5-star island here, and it's really fun, and looks like Cindy's done some time traveling because it's currently Friday. However, I am seeing KK Slider there. As you can see, Eugene, one of our koalas. Oh, and Melba, another koala, joining us. Wonderful. Now, I haven't played for a while. Cindy plays for the most part, so let's see what they say. I bet you they'll be like, oh, it's a long time no see. Oh, never mind. Cool. Anyways, so yeah, we've got a lot of koalas. We've got 4 to be precise, so let's have a double check, see how many we have. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 koalas. Look, the koalas are wonderful. And our thoughts is that we're actually going to eventually, once we're able to monetize this account, we're definitely going to be making a donation to the Australian Koala Foundation, who are doing some remarkable work in keeping our beautiful little koala bears safe during COVID. We had terrible bushfires just prior to COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic, so it's actually been good to see that koalas have been well looked after. As well as that, we have 2 rabbits, we have Coco, Cole, we also have a couple of bears, so we have Tutu over here, and we also have Maple, Maple, and 1 cat, Raymond, and of course this little guy, Marshall, who's a squirrel. Now, they're all quite funny. Their personality types are quite interesting, and they certainly clash/get along with each other quite nicely. But anyway, let's get into a little bit of a live tour. Since we've made our tour video, we've actually made a few little changes here and there. But I'd certainly like to rehash and go through some of these places, including our stage with our customized Capital Food Adventure logo on the ground. Cindy's also gone and put some stars around, so it's quite fun. And also, as you can see, we've got quite a large amount of those gold flowers. Now, gold flowers are quite interesting in that you need a golden you need the golden watering can to actually create them. So we have our flower nursery over this way, as you can see. We're going to get there eventually. Alright, so here is our flower nursery. We have our tulips, our lilies, our roses. As you can see, we've got quite a selection of black roses. Now, these roses take some time to make, and you need to put 2 red roses together to make a black rose. But once you have them all started, essentially you'll start to see that your roses will, multiply. And when you water them with that golden watering can, you will make golden roses very quickly. We also have some nice purple roses, some orange roses, etc. Essentially any special roses that are being grown have been popped out here, and then we basically started, making those unique colors. We also have these beautiful orange flowers too. And then, of course, as we mentioned before, the queen of our flowers is Tutu, and that is why we've decided to pop her place up here. Now, in some of the early adventures that we published on YouTube, our houses were sort of all quite clumped together. We've since we've since used a lot of our bells to basically move them around to make sure that they have their own little space. Now, one of my favorite little spots on this island is actually one of the islands I created over here. Not island, but this little garden area I created here, which was quite fun. We tried to make it have that sort of Japanese, Chinese sort of garden feel, that Asian kind of garden feel. But since then we've had some new acquisitions in terms of flowers and things to give it that extra bit of green touch. It's quite fun. We also have up this way Coco's. No, this isn't Coco. This is Cole's place. So Cole is one of our funny little guys. Fun fact: I thought Cole was a female character for the longest time, and that was because he came to our island wearing a orange dress, and we're like, what's going on here? I mean, that's obviously defining the clothing, binary, non-binary, etc. But yeah, it was quite funny watching. So watch this. I haven't spoken to him for some time, so I'm assuming he's going to be surprised to talk to me. Oh, never mind. Okay, see, Cindy's been playing with them for some time, so they all sort of recognize her as almost the first villager. But you can see that Cole's house is quite sort of rustic with those wooden walls, and some other things that he's got there. But I think the longer you have them on your island, the more interesting of choice of furnitures that they actually have. Oh, I didn't realize Cole's shirt and his eyes are exactly the same color. Creepy. That is so creepy. Prior to streaming live, hello, Best Vlogs, how are you going? Ooh, can you come to my island for some inspiration? Well, why not? So we have actually, I found actually that when you start streaming, we've got quite interesting internet here in Australia. So I'm not actually sure if I invite someone that it's going to be a good experience. It can be quite slow, even though we have what's called the National Broadband Network. But anyhow, so now we have one of my favorite little areas on our island, and this is called our little Asian alley, or like our dodgy alley. So Cindy has put a lot of time and effort into making this alley into what it is right now. It's actually pretty cool. You can see here we've got some of our custom signs, including that panda tee, which we put together up there. It was quite a fun one to draw out. The panda drawn by me, and Cindy drew the cool little Chinese character, so that's cool. Anyways, let's have a bit more of a closer look. So you can see here we've tried to make some of these things look nice and random with their placement, but also we wanted to give it that overall vibe that you're sort of stepping into a cool little alleyway on your way to Red Fox's his little painting, his little boat, when normally he's here, so it's quite fun. Anyways, it's one of the cooler things. I think we started buying the legitimate artworks, and then we heard about how people were finding quite interesting and unique artworks as well, including this Mona Lisa here, which has slightly, I think she's got like slightly arched eyebrows, but she's quite a funny one in that those ones, I feel like those sort of unique pieces are more interesting, shall we say. Anyways, let's go through and look at some other stuff. So this is a new acquisition, and it's a bit of a frustrating one because we wanted to put some stairs to this particular little chair here, but we were never able to get the stairs because unfortunately you run out after a certain amount of stairs that you've used. As you can see, we've got some orchards here. We went to one of Cindy's friends' islands actually to get these stairs. Sorry, not stairs. These fruits. These fruit trees. Cindy's then also put together this school. I think like anything, this game has a bit of a payoff mechanism. So the longer you play, the more often the balloons come across, and essentially you end up getting some really rare items. But yeah, oh, what's this? We've got Maple the bear over here. Let's have a chat with her. Hey, Maple. How's your day going? Ha ha ha. Okay, that's a bit random. Anyways, now, one of the funny things that we've noticed whilst playing this game is that Maple is often joined with who is it? It was one of the bears, the koalas. Ozzy actually was. We feel like Ozzy was actually courting Maple for a bit. Anyhow, that was a bit of an interesting thing happening. As per our island tour video, we have Eugene's house here. So we've got a nice little custom picture of Eugene. And if we go down this way, is he actually home? I don't think he's home. We know that's Eugene's house. Let's see if he's home. Yeah, he's outside. That's alright. We'll see if, I think, yeah, Maple's definitely outside. We've seen her walking around. Oh, there's Raymond walking in front of his house. Now, funny story about Raymond. We actually encountered him on one of the first deserted islands we went to when we used the Nook Miles. And we were absolutely baffled when people were saying how rare he was and, like, you know, how they were trading so much money for him. And we seem to have just, by luck, acquired Raymond with no effort. So it was quite funny watching that whole, you know, everyone wants Raymond saga continue. So anyways, he's quite funny. He's an interesting character, that's for sure. We then have Marshall over here. So Marshall, who's currently in his home. Let's see what Marshall's house looks like, shall we? Alright. So... oh! Damn, Marshall gone and got the Rona. He's not feeling very well, so we'll quickly go get him some medicine. But as you can see, his house is quite unique in that it's quite modern with its different types of pieces of furniture. Even the oh Jesus, he just sneezed on me. Get away. With the different sort of things. He's got two coffee machine. Oh, he's got a coffee machine and two of those, like what do you call these things? Like coffee kettles, I guess. Anyways, let's go get Marshall some medicine. He's not looking very well. Do I have any money? Yes, I've got enough to go buy him one. Now, Cindy's actually a user experience designer in the real world, and we tried to make our island as user-friendly as possible. That means having sort of, you know, walkways or paths to get to certain areas that are quite simple and they make sense. That's the most important thing. We wanted to make sure that they made sense. Well, doesn't look like anyone's bought anything today. That or Cindy already owned everything and then didn't need it. It's alright, we'll quickly buy some of this medicine here and go deliver it to our friend Marshall. Nope. Let's go. Alright. Now, one of my pet peeves with this game is that it's definitely not designed for two players, unfortunately. Like, you can do certain things, but you know, essentially player one, whoever's the first person to log in, basically has to make a lot of the decisions, or has to be logged in to, place the stairs, move the characters. It can be quite cumbersome, but like I've seen girlfriend reviews talk about this actually, and I feel like it's about time that the guys over at Animal Crossing make some changes to their game. Alright, let's quickly give them this. And some of those other changes that I'm pretty sure everyone would like to see is the crafting mechanisms. Some of the dialogue mechanisms as well. Like, you talk to some of the guys, especially the shops, when you're buying something or selling something, and it can be quite cumbersome, especially if you're doing it time and time again. We understand that, as players of this game, we understand that the design of this game is such that it's meant to be played slow. However, in saying that, when you want to make like fish bait or something like that, it can just take forever. Alright, so here's one of those houses we've been asked about quite a lot. So this is Canberra's house. Now, Canberra she's the third koala we invited to our island. And as we mentioned before, she is definitely quite funny in that she has sandy floors and a beach, an ocean view from the inside of her house. We've tried to keep on giving her sort of beach-related paraphernalia and furniture items and things like that. And I think Cindy gave her this Qipao, so the sort of Chinese t-shirt, which is quite funny. But her house is very interesting to see. We love her little eyebrows and stuff. She's definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. In that she looks quite interesting. She's quite emotive, and I think some characters just miss that. And one of those characters that it misses the mark in terms of being able to show emotions, I would definitely say, is Coco. It's just because she doesn't have any eyes, and I feel like that makes, it's not a bad thing. It definitely makes her unique, but it's a bit creepy after a while. So that was those islanders. Let's see what else we can find. So we've got the little public library. Oh, this is a new little addition. A little board game here. Oop, roll the dice. Roll the dice again. 5. Anyways, let's keep going. This is probably one of my favorite little areas here. The pool table, the little arcade. It's kind of fun. One thing that we've found has been really difficult is actually getting those mechanical suits. I think it's like the actual suit of armor is really hard to get. I don't think Cindy's unlocked it yet, and even with a massive amount of gameplay. Oh, are they going to talk to each other? No. So right behind us we have Ozzy and Coco. So let's have a chat with Ozzy. Now Ozzy is one of our favourite little islanders. Let's bring him out to the open a little bit. Come on, Ozzy. Let's bring you out to the open so I can talk to you. I don't know how much you have to push them to actually make them upset. Oh, typical. So what's the latest? Okay. Let's see. Yay, here we go. Man, I thought it was going to be much more of a conversation than it. Anyways, we kind of decided to give Ozzy this brilliant, luxurious house with an additional big space. And that was mainly because we thought Ozzy represented what a real koala kind of looks like, and we think koalas have had a pretty rough time here in Australia, and it was about time that they got to live it up a little bit, and that is why we had that. We kind of made a bit of a joke saying that he won the Oz Lotto, which is essentially Australia's tax lotto. So this is kind of a funny little joke that we have. But yeah, his house is looking great. Let's see what we can find on this island. Oh, that looks like probably a sea bass. Oops, not this one. Let's see if we can catch the sea bass. Oh! Yeah, sea bass. How typical. I don't know. I feel like this game, you just spend so much time catching duplicate fish, especially the sea bass. You can see that we've got this cool little navy. So Cindy made these signs custom. It's been really funny to watch her creativity with regards to our island, especially with the customized signs and stuff. Oh, what do we have here? Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. I hate when that happens. So prior to doing this live session tonight, we actually joined a local cannery in Canberra, so the city we live, called Bentspoke. They had like a live cheese and beers evening, so it was a beer and cheese pairing, and so it's been pretty interesting. If you don't already follow us, I strongly recommend that you check us out on Instagram as well, so at Capital Food Adventure. We're also on Facebook as well. But if you're enjoying this series, or you want to see something in particular, by all means, in the chat, don't hesitate to put a comment in there. We're trying to make some fun content we'll try and make as much fun content as we can. At the moment, we've got a lot of the. Oh wow, this is new. Sorry guys, this is the first time I've seen this. Cindy's obviously been very busy making some new areas. This is brilliant. This is like a little outdoor cafe. That's great. I didn't notice that. What do you reckon? Is this a mackerel or what? Ooh. Oh my god! Oh, this is great. I haven't got this one yet. So this is the sea butterfly is actually what the heck? Did you guys just see that? It looks like Predator or like The Thing or something. Like this looks like something out of the Stephen King film. Already? Oh, what is that? That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, this is a fish. No, it's not a fish. I think it's like a sea creature. I'll just call it a sea creature that is only available in June. So we actually haven't got this one yet. So I'm gonna go give this one to our Blathers. I've been waiting to get this one actually, so hopefully Cindy hasn't already donated it. Otherwise it'll be an interesting and frivolous usage of my time. So yeah, this beer and wine tasting was just brilliant. I've still got like several cans of opened Bentspoke beer, but yeah, they're quite delicious. We're really lucky in Australia to have some really great craft beers and other things available. Let's make this donation. Yeah, sea butterfly, go for it. A sea butterfly. Yeah, I'm actually curious to know about this thing. I've never seen a sea butterfly. Such mystery, such grace. Did you know that the sea butterfly's scientific name is Thescosmata? Thecosomata. Anyways. A very rough translation of that is shell body. Indeed, this illustrious creature is related to snails. However, it reminds me much more of an elegant feathered friend. The way it flies through the water, with such grace in flying, one shouldn't wonder if it's related to the owl. Hoo-hoo. This guy. Anyways, whatever. Let's go see. Check it out in its natural. Well, not natural. Let's go see what it looks like in a cage. One of my favorite things about Animal Crossing is actually looking at the fish. I feel like they did not skimp out on the graphics at all. The graphics in the aquarium are probably by far the best. As I said before, we haven't finished our museum at all yet, so we've still got a ways to go. But doesn't mean it can't be fun to watch. I'm assuming that this fish is going to be down here somewhere. No? I thought he would be down there, but he's not. Maybe he's not a deep sea fish. The butterfly. Where is he? Or her? Shouldn't be so binary with my language. Jeez. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Brilliant. I caught one, and I have like 7 of them. Huh. What's it doing? Is it going to make that weird predator face again? Doesn't look like it. Anyways. Very interesting indeed. Alright, let's see what else we have. I think there was another fish, one of those, the orca fish or the string fish or something like that. There's one of those fish we don't have yet, and it's a June only fish. And tell you one thing we've caught plenty of since we started playing this game is the sturgeons. Like, we'd go onto certain islands, or even our own island, and we'd just find them at the river mouth forever. Anyways. Alright, let's go back out to the island. Now, let's have a look here. So we've got some gold. I've actually always wondered what makes an island get that the star rating, and I've done some research into it, and it certainly looks like you get your star rating by having that the additional paths, the fences. I think if you put them out for a certain amount of length, basically you just by default get upgraded, which is quite interesting. You can see one of the shirts that I made here, little Boy London shirt. Anyways, we've got some people joining us in the live chat. Hello. Alright, let's have another crack at having an interaction with Coco the Soulless. Do we have anything that we can give Coco? Gotta be really wary of giving characters fish. I've given fish to characters before, and they end up putting them on display, and it can be quite frustrating. So let's give Coco a work jumper suit. Jumper worksuit. Let's give it a try. Oh man. I didn't realize that I was going to be giving Coco a tan colored oh man, that's funny as. Oh, cute. So this is what I meant, like, as a character, I understand, like, she's got a bit of lore behind her. But it's always interesting to see what they actually look like and how they react with other characters. Coco is probably one of the weirdest characters though. Anyways, let's go have a chat with Ozzy over here. Ozzy is always up for some fun. Let's have another chat with Ozzy. Look at him wearing his Man. So Cindy, my partner, who plays this a lot more than I do, obviously has a really good relationship with the characters. But it's kind of funny when you don't talk to them for a bit. They kind of forget you, and it's kind of interesting to watch that whole cycle play out. So you have to play a bit, but not too much. You know, all things in in moderation. All right, let's try and catch this fish. Ooh. I love the customizable. Oh man, just a dab. Nothing special about that. I'm loving the customizable fishing rods and things like that. It obviously makes for a great little side quest when you go out and, like, you know, buy them and change things up a bit. Oh! Yes, almost missed it. Trying to answer some questions in the chat. Oh, what do we got here? We've unlocked something. Look, Miles. Let's have a look. Oh, had to catch 5 fish. Alright, let's quickly get that. So one of the other really fun things about Animal Crossing that I find personally, obviously, is designing stuff. So it's been one of our fun little things. Cindy's designed some great things, as you can see here. She's actually gone off and designed some like Sandro dresses and some cool outfits. But yeah, it's been interesting to see how much flavor you can bring into the game. Oh, right. Let's have a relaxing listen to some KK Slider songs. What's buzzing? Oh, he's not actually gonna play any random songs for us. That's a shame. Oh, here we go. Here's one of our koalas over here again. So Canberra, the koala. Again. As you can see, she's got some really cool eyes and makeup on. Funny little character she is. What else do we have? Oh wow, this is new. Okay, so since I last played, Cindy has also put in this nice little beach area, which is quite interesting. Alright, so there's that. Let's see what else we can find. Well, that looks like a big fish. Maybe? Potentially sea bass? I don't know. Let's find out. Whoosh. Yeah, it moves too fast. It's sea bass for sure, right? Maybe not. Maybe we just got a little bit lucky. Olive flounder. Now, so that is a nice little sort of 30-minute segment of checking out some more stuff on our island. It's quite fun, I guess. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's any other cool stuff to do. Looks like a lot of our characters are all sort of chilling out. Anyways, I guess on that note, I might call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me as I give you a nice little additional tour of our island. It's quite fun. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that thumbs up and of course subscribe. We are putting out some really fun and entertaining content as much as we can on this game, which we have had so much fun playing, of course, Animal Crossing. But if you want to see other stuff, just let us know in the comments. We're happy to put together some cool content. Alrighty, well, thank you again. Bye.